Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next round of the Rogue Bakers Roundtable live stream. My name is Kimball. This is Brooke, if you're new. And we have created what we call the Rogue Bakers movement, where we are breaking all of the rules when it comes to what everybody thinks you need to do when it comes to sourdough bread making. So we make delicious 3-ingredient sourdough bread almost exclusively in our home. We rarely ever buy bread, and we sell bread to some people, and we do these live streams. So this is a live stream where we're going to share with you a recipe that we just created days ago, right?
You created.
I say we. It was me. Yeah, I did create this. I'm excited. This is one of the first times I've ever just thought about and thrown something together from scratch and had it work out so well. So I'm going to tell you a quick story. One of the things we do in our home as a tradition when it comes to birthdays and even half birthdays is we like to have cupcakes in the morning. So we do our best as parents to have cupcakes ready when waking the birthday child up to share, first thing out of the bed, first thing in their head when they wake up for the day, when it's their day, is, let's celebrate you. Sing happy birthday to you. We often have balloons and other stuff.
Happy half birthday.
And so anyway, we even do this for half birthdays. Not the balloons usually for half birthdays, but we do cupcakes. And
yeah.
So anyway, a couple of days ago, things got away from us. We didn't have any cupcakes from the store. We didn't have a cupcake mix to make, but we did have a half birthday for our little 7-year-old Adelaide, who has done a video that you could see. She's baked some of this bread all by herself. Believe it or not, for 7-year-old, it's that easy. So anyway, I decided, you know what? We have done things in the past with our sourdough starter. His name is Isaiah. He resides in the fridge. And we almost universally use him cold, hungry, straight out of the fridge, and we bake all kinds of stuff. Well, sometimes we like to make what a lot of people would consider discard recipes. I have to make a very specific distinction that I would not classify or consider this a discard recipe. In fact, if you use what most people consider discard for this recipe, they might end up turning out really, really, really sour. Okay? So don't think of this like what I'm going to do with, stacks of frozen discard that I have in my freezer, but rather a really delicious way to make really healthy, long-fermented cupcakes for any occasion, but in this case for a birthday. And so what we do is we take a very active, so normally when we bake with our bread, this starter stays in the fridge. We use him, take him out, use him cold and hungry straight out of the fridge. We normally haven't fed him recently. He actually did get fed 2 nights ago. And so this is, after he's been out one night and then sat on the fridge, got stirred up, put in there into the into the refrigerator rather, overnight. But last night I took this bowl right here. Well, let me back up. First of all, let me explain what we did. When a couple of days ago, I took some starter. In fact, it was the night we fed him, actually. Or no, we used all that up, so then we had to feed him again that night. So the night before this time he was fed, we used up all the starter making cupcakes all day long. And it was just recently actively fed starter. Now the reason that I use recently actively fed starter is because it's gone through the long fermentation process, but it hasn't gotten super liquidy and sour. We're at the point where there's so much acidity, etc., that it gets super duper sour. Nobody wants sour cupcakes. I don't anyway. And so what I want to hit it is actually right at its peak of fermentation, which is what we tried to accomplish here last night as well. So we've kind of recreated what we're doing the other night with one simple twist. So normally when we feed our starter, we feed it 4 cups of water and 4 cups of flour, stir it up, set it on the counter. We don't use a scale. We don't get super specific about it. I just know about, scooping it out and making it work. So when you get it at the peak of activity is when we've been able to use it for pancakes. We've used it for ebelskivers, for waffles. We've used it to make discard pizzas. We've used it to make all kinds of different stuff. So I thought to myself, you know what? I bet you I could take just my starter, add a few things to it like we do to make pancakes, but then shape it like a cupcake and see how it turns out. And so that's what we tried to do. I took what was actively fed, so it was about 12 hours after we had fed it, stirred it, set it on the counter, and then made up this recipe that you see in the description of this video. As you're watching this, you should be able to click on it and see the actual recipe. In fact, the only other place I have it stored is on my phone, which is recording this, so I need to look here for the recipe.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Just some comments.
Okay. So anyway, what I did was I took 600 grams of active starter. I might as well just do it while we're talking instead of explaining it.
You need another bowl?
Yeah.
You want to mix the mixing bowl? You want the mixing bowl or no? Mixer.
No, it's easy to mix.
But I'll use the little one for the... Here, that's good enough, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take a bowl and take and stir up an active starter. So I fed this starter last night, even though, so it's kind of like the opposite of discard. This is something that you would do with your starter intentionally, not as a way of trying to not waste discard, but a way to intentionally make delicious cupcakes with a very simple recipe that essentially is just sourdough starter. And so you take 600 grams of the starter. What's the recipe there?
600 grams starter, 122 grams sugar.
So, and this will make about, it ended up for me just a little over a dozen cupcakes. We made a dozen cupcakes, and then some off to the side we made the little tiny cupcakes instead of the big ones. And I even did a different recipe at the end after we had used up most of the starter that day, making cupcake, trying to perfect this recipe, adding more sugar, less sugar, more cocoa, different things like that. I did half the recipe, right? Because all I had was enough starter to do a half recipe, and it worked out great. So you can half the recipe if you don't want a whole dozen. In fact, it did make almost a perfect dozen when I halved the recipe. So anyway, 600 grams of starter. Right there, I've got 620. That's close enough. Zero that out. 122 grams. So what I did was I did it just with cups and, does that say half a cup or quarter cup? I can't read this. My eyes are going so bad. I think I might need to increase my prescription. Half a cup. So about half a cup of sugar, which the scale told me before was 122 grams the last time I did this. I don't have a half cup. Is it in the dishwasher?
Probably. Or,
I'll just do the 122 grams
put
then.
away in the wrong place, maybe. Happens often.
Oh, I went way over. This one's gonna have 180 grams. Anyway.
This might be a little helpful. Does that help?
Sure. Half a teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1 tablespoon vanilla.
This one has...
Did you get salt? Half a teaspoon. Is that half a teaspoon? No, that's 1 teaspoon. There's your half teaspoon.
You also need a quarter, right? I did a... Yeah.
Half teaspoon salt, right?
Hang on.
Yes?
Oh, that's frosting. Yes. Yep.
And then I needed that teaspoon one for 2 teaspoons baking soda
Powder.
There we go. Baking powder. You got it over here. 2 of these.
2 teaspoons.
And we did do a test actually between baking soda and baking powder, and the baking powder was certainly fluffier, a lighter, fluffier, if you will.
These we didn't do the
Cupcake.
strawberry ones though, so these might even be better.
Correct. So
And 1 tablespoon vanilla. That's a
1
lot.
tablespoon. So you can make it less if you want, but that's what we did.
I'm fine with that. If that's what we did, then it was great, you know.
1 tablespoon of vanilla.
And then a 1/2 cup-ish of freeze-dried strawberries.
And then we took, because it was my daughter's birthday and she wanted strawberry pink cupcakes, we used freeze-dried, powdered, so blended up strawberries. I'm gonna wash my hands to make it strawberry cupcakes. And it actually taught me a little bit of a lesson in hydration, I guess you could call it, where we also we also made some chocolate, a chocolate version, where in the first batch that I made it, or no, the chocolate was the first batch. First batch I made it with chocolate, and I put 2 tablespoons of cacao powder, cocoa powder, in this mix. And baked them. And what I found was it was so hydrated, so liquidy, that you can see the crown of the cupcake actually started to pop up, and they looked really good, and then they fell over off to the side. So all of the cupcakes ended up looking kind of fallen over. But then the next batch that I made it exactly the same with the same hydration, because I was making it while these were in the oven cooking, and it looked great. I made with the freeze-dried strawberries, and I think the fact that the freeze-dried strawberries were like rehydrating in the mix, they sucked enough of the water, absorbed enough of the water that they turned out perfect. That none of them had this kind of blown up and collapsed look, and so anyway, those ones turned out great, so that's why we're starting with those. But I then went ahead and made a different batter to retry the chocolate ones, and this one is almost exactly the same thing, where it's 4 cups of water, or this one was 2 cups of water and 2 cups of flour. This is 2 cups of flour and 1.5 cups of water in an attempt to fix that falling over thing on the chocolate ones. So we're gonna make some chocolate ones today too, and we're doing the freeze-dried. I messed up.
You did?
Yeah, help me fix this, because I just totally messed up.
What'd you do?
Okay, we were supposed to. No, I didn't mess up. Never mind. You're right. Tommy, edit that last 15 seconds out, can you? No, I was thinking that I just dumped all of the ingredients in the main bowl, that I didn't measure out the 600 grams, but I did. I measured out 600 grams. So, 1/2 cup freeze-dried strawberry powder is going in there, and that 1/2 cup is going to absorb enough of the water from this 100% hydration starter that it actually makes a virtually perfect cupcake batter. At least it did for us a couple of days ago for my daughter's birthday. So maybe we will be witnessing some kind of weird miracle where the cupcakes turned out perfect for her birthday, but they're going to turn out terrible today. But my guess is it's going to work out just as well as it did a couple of days ago on her half birthday. So,
Go with it. Read some of your comments.
sure, go ahead with some comments while I stir this.
Mamai says, can't wait for this. Hayden says, did someone say cupcakes?
Sure did.
Lila says, my dehydrated starter is doing well. My live starter came on a day of several heat advisories. It was hot and the ice packets were melted. I'm just letting you know so you can factor in for others. Yummy cupcakes. Vaden says, the sourness of the starter...
Did you try to feed it? Has it bounced back? You left me hanging there. You said it came on a hot day. Has it worked for you, or is it? Did you just consider it dead and gave up on it, or help me understand?
That was for Lila.
Yeah, go on.
Baden says the sourness of the starter I think would be akin to the addition of sour cream in sweet baked good recipes. Delicious layered flavor profiles. I love your videos.
Yep. These didn't taste sour at all, and in fact that's what we find when we have used this. We have 2 different videos on our YouTube about making pancakes. One on Lily's birthday. We made pancakes morning of her birthday with sourdough starter. The same, basically, if I poured this in a pan, it would end up being like strawberry pancakes instead of strawberry
Fluffy
cupcakes.
though, because this is a lot of baking powder.
Right. We use baking soda in the pancakes.
Yeah.
We use baking powder in the cupcakes. Okay, so go on.
Baden says never too much vanilla.
I kind of agree.
And then he said, where are all the apprentices? Always a joyful addition to the dynamic, magical. Bridget says, hey, Rogue Bakers, happy half B day.
Hey, Bridget, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So this is what, let's see.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that is what you then take and pour into the cupcake pans. I don't know if you could see that on the B-roll camera very well. It's kind of small in the corner, but just a normal cupcake pan. We use these silicone, go ahead, toss them in there. We use these silicone cupcake things, and they popped right out of this without needing to grease them. So I assume it will work. Oh, you know what I did forget? We didn't put the eggs in.
Eggs is not on there. But we did do 2 eggs, right?
Yeah, eggs should be on there. Why didn't I put eggs on there? I'm sorry. We're going to update this in the description. I just threw a curveball even to myself. We did put 2 eggs in there as well.
Should I check? Well, the notepad?
The actual recipe got saved on my phone, and my phone's being used to record this live, so I can't look at what was on my phone. I'm just, huh?
Edit the description right now.
Just 2 eggs.
Just 2 eggs.
In the cupcake or the frosting?
No, the cupcake.
And there's a frosting recipe that she got from, I don't know where, she had stored on a notepad, that we put on top of these that was so good. Like, man.
I got it right here. 600 gram starter, check. 122 grams sugar, check. Half teaspoon salt, check. 2 tablespoons cocoa powder, half cup freeze dried strawberries, check. 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and a tablespoon vanilla. 350. Oh, I should start that.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put that in the description too, Tommy. Say bake at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes.
Bake at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes?
Yeah. All right. Now the eggs in there. Finally got all the ingredients.
You want a spoon or anything, or?
I used a scoop. Let's just rinse off that.
It just had strawberry powder. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, you already rinsed it. I thought it had starter on it still.
Should I bring that over here? I'm getting the chocolate one out of the way just so you. Should I bring the cupcake thingy over here?
Put it right here. And then you just scoop it in.
I kind of want to try.
I had it right up close to the top.
Ooh, you may not want to do that this time though. Did you add the baking powder this time, or more baking powder?
It still turned out
Okay.
about the same when I did the baking powder, baking soda
Did you say
change.
you had a little bit extra? I want to try a pancake just to see what happens.
Last time there was extra. Yeah.
Should I get a pan ready?
Sure. Get a pan ready. Let's make a strawberry pancake while we're at it. Heck yeah. Cupcakes versus pancakes is basically the same, and I assume I'm going to do a test and probably end up doing a video showing all of these different variations. We're going to make a sheet pan too, and actually, like, you know, make a double decker cake, a sheet cake, not a sheet pan. Hey.
You sure there's gonna be left over?
No. There was last time.
We don't have to make a dozen if there's not.
Because you really want to try that that pancake?
It's just fun. Variety.
I think you're going to have at least a pancake worth left over. So if you're just joining us or want to recap, this is basically our normal sourdough starter with the ingredients that you see in the description. How's that for a pancake? That gonna work? We'll let it get buttered up first.
Yeah, preheated.
Our normal sourdough starter with a couple of eggs, some baking powder, some freeze-dried strawberries crushed up, salt, vanilla, sugar. What am I missing? I think that's it.
Sugar, starter, salt, strawberries, eggs, baking powder, and vanilla.
Mix it up. Put it in your cupcake cups. Throw it in your oven for 12 to 15 minutes. And answer Rogue Bakers Unite questions while we're at it. So yeah, that's it. That's as easy as it is. I think I'm trying to think if I should name this thing even like 10-minute cupcakes or something, because it is that easy. I mixed that dough up last night. It took me about a minute and a half, just like I was feeding my starter. And then you watched me add those ingredients clumsily through here, forgetting about the eggs and other stuff.
Again,
and then you put it in the tins and you bake
healthier,
it.
Holy cow.
And so much healthier than look at the long list of ingredients you're going to see on any cupcake box at Walmart or wherever you get your cupcakes. And I guarantee it's a lot more than just flour, water, and good wholesome ingredients like you see here.
Lila said, I fed it twice, no bubbles, no further hooch. I'm fine with the rehydrated starter.
Okay. That's one of the things, the reason that rehydrated, the dehydrated starter is in the box is if there's a problem with the live starter, at least we have the backup one for you to rehydrate and get baking bread, which is what we ultimately want for you, right? Is to get you a starter in your hands and bake you bread.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead while we are talking and whip up the chocolate ones. Have there any more questions come in? I'm going to do a chocolate one now. Oh, wait. We got to make this.
Yeah, that's probably ready, but turn it down. Yeah, that was the last comment.
Okay, got some butter in the pan.
What I was looking at was I remembered that we started this in February, right? Or
we started recording videos.
We're nearly at our half birthday.
We started recording videos the night before New Year's Eve. Remember we did that big New Year's Eve video extravaganza?
But I mean, as far as like the actual videos on YouTube?
We posted them and started doing the lives then. Yeah, why?
Well, no, because according to the video history, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. We're almost at our half birthday.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to use this here to make chocolate ones. Now you get to see the recipe again.
And here we go.
But this one, okay, as I was saying, with the chocolate, you watched them blow up and fall over. So the cocoa, the only difference was what I put in was the cocoa versus the freeze-dried strawberries. So all I can think of is that the freeze-dried strawberries absorbed more of the water than the cocoa did, and that's why the cocoa ones look so weird. So I changed this to be a much lower hydration. I took a half a cup of water out of the recipe. So instead of 2 cups of water to 2 cups of flour, I did 1.5 cups of water to 2 cups of flour, and I can see the consistency is much different. So now I'm going to change nothing else, but I'm just trying to think of how much water was absorbed by that half a cup of strawberries that offset the difference. So everything else I'm going to do the same, and this is an experiment. Will these cupcakes be as good as the other ones? I don't know. Will this be my new cupcake recipe? Maybe. And so I'm gonna go ahead and
2 tablespoons.
give it a shot.
Tablespoons in there?
What's that?
There's 2 tablespoons. I was just wondering if there was 2 tablespoons in there. Cocoa still.
I just made you things ugly. No one can be mine. I needed this.
Figured. I don't know. The baking soda might be better for the cooking on the stovetop because they're not puffing up. We'll see.
We shall see. Okay, so 600 grams.
Starter. Real quick for comments. Bridget said, do you think you could use the same recipe and make it into banana muffins? Yes, but you have the opposite.
Yes, you would have the same problem. Unless
Banana
you
oatmeal.
use freeze-dried bananas, it might be exactly the same. It might work perfectly.
Yeah.
But my guess is, and literally
don't-
while I was making this, Bridget, this is so cool that you said that. While I was making this, I said the next thing I'm going to try is banana muffins. Like I wanted to make banana muffins. I figured it was the next logical step. We make banana oatmeal cookies right now as our kind of our main thing.
We
Cookies
could
in our
even like just do the banana bread recipe, sourdough banana bread. Although,
and turn
but this,
them into muffins.
but this is easier though because you don't add flour and stuff.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah,
I mean, it's all a decision made the night
she
before.
has bananas that are ready though, so she doesn't have freeze dried bananas. She's got
Right.
bananas.
I got a stack of bananas.
We
that
have
are
that
ready right
banana
here, too.
bread recipe that's delicious.
My grandma's banana bread recipe is incredible, and we did long ferment it and baked it on one of our recent Rogue Bakers calls, and it's still. I put my grandma's banana bread up against any banana bread I've ever had anywhere ever, and this bread was just as good as I remember Grandma making it. So it is that good. Okay, 600 grams of starter for the chocolate one. Then what?
122 grams sugar.
122 grams of sugar.
You want to use this? Or no?
I'll just be a little more
Careful.
slow.
Nope. A little bit more sweet.
A little bit more sugar never hurt anybody.
Half teaspoon salt.
Half teaspoon salt.
Whoop. Darn it.
That's a quarter teaspoon.
Yeah.
That's just a half teaspoon. Half teaspoon salt. What else? Tablespoon of
2 tablespoons cocoa powder. Tablespoon of vanilla.
tablespoon of vanilla. 2 tablespoons cocoa powder.
Yep.
I think we should
I think you should
increase
do 3.
it.
Are you gonna measure it? See what you're doing, but people like to know what you're doing.
People want to know exact
They want to.
measurements.
They don't want you to measure with your heart, so
They
they
don't-
can duplicate it.
Well, they can duplicate it however they want. 1,
And a half.
2, and a little extra. Okay, so yeah, it would have been a little over.
I
So
would say
3,
3.5. I would say 3.5.
3.5 tablespoons of cocoa.
2 eggs.
2 eggs. What's coming next? I
2
didn't do
teaspoon baking powder.
powder.
That's the last thing. You did the vanilla, right?
2 teaspoons.
Yeah. You did the vanilla, right?
Yep, I did the vanilla. Okay, the eggs going in, and then that will be ready.
I don't think it was quite preheated yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
One egg.
Oh, wow.
Bunch of questions?
Lila said it's no problem. Love the videos and your family. Sharon said my starter came on a really hot day as well, and I had to feed it several times, but it did come back and is making great bread now. So keep trying, Lila.
Woohoo!
Bridget said I'm gonna do it tomorrow, adding baking soda.
Awesome.
Bridget said okay, we'll look at that. Thanks. I think she means a banana bread recipe.
Okay.
Lila says pancakes. It's still sitting on the table. I'm gonna need a gallon jar to feed it again, but I'm sick right now. Aw.
Bridget, I would say if you're gonna try it with wet bananas, cut at least a half a cup of water out of your normal, like the way we feed our starter anyway. I would cut at least a half a cup of water out, because those bananas are gonna have the opposite effect. Because even the cocoa takes a little bit of water and absorbs it. So anyway, yeah, if you do try those banana ones, report back, man. Let us know how they go. That would be, because I wanted to figure those out next. But I think Brooke's right. If I do want to make the best banana muffins ever, I probably should just take Grandma's recipe and make banana muffins out of it instead.
Which we've already, we would
We've
just
talked
be changing
about
the way
it.
we baked
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're sick, Lila. That's never fun. Baden says, oh, banana nut muffins would be so good. Yes, have to have the nuts.
I love
Also, we
nuts.
love adding blueberries.
Oh yeah, we did add blueberries too. To half of, so 6 of the strawberry ones we made, we put frozen
yeah.
blueberries. We just thawed out the frozen blueberries and dropped them in, 4 blueberries in each muffin, and they turned out great as well. So
He said, I also think that with the abundance of certain vegetables at this time of year, I think a zucchini bread might be a fantastic recipe.
absolutely, yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
We didn't plant zucchini this year. We didn't plant anything this year.
No.
We have in the past had zucchini coming out our ears though, and I for sure would have tried that if we had them.
I think this is about right. Oh.
Did you set a timer for that?
No. Yes, I did.
Yes,
I
you
did.
did. You sure?
Yes.
Where? 1 minute and 44 seconds. How are those looking? Oh, they look
Good.
so good.
Aren't they? They're a little bit bigger than they were.
They
Right?
look taller than they did last time. Yep.
And the pancakes look fine. I got them a little crispy.
I'm excited about these chocolate muffins. I think they're going to turn out. Tommy, go to the B-roll camera as the main one real quick.
Strawberry pancakes.
There's your strawberry pancakes. This one here was me emptying. I made Brooke's pancakes look ugly. Sorry. And that's what the muffins are looking like with a couple minutes left. What did you set the timer at? 12 minutes? Because I think
Yes.
it's going to need a little more.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
All
about
right,
40.
Tommy, you can go back.
Bridget said, thank you, will do. Lila said, I did bake a loaf with the rehydrated starter with a stone Dutch oven with water below. It was doughy. It had pretty ear on it. So one of the things that we always do when we bake our bread is we always temperature check, because your sourdough bread is supposed to be at least 200 degrees, 205 degrees. So we just get a meat thermometer because it works just fine. You aim for the middle of your loaf to get your temperature reading.
Don't poke it all the way to the bottom where
Yeah.
you're getting heat off of
You
the
did.
Dutch oven.
Then the end of this here needs to be in the middle of your loaf, and aim for 200 degrees, 205 degrees. There's your timer.
If you hit 200
Add a
degrees
couple minutes.
in a couple of spots and you check it, you'll almost never end up with a doughy loaf.
Yeah.
You still may end up with a dense loaf, right? If it didn't, if it overproofed, or if you didn't get it to ferment properly or whatever, for whatever reason, you can have a dense loaf, but you'll never have a doughy loaf if you get it to 200.
One thing we actually recently got. Where's that thermometer thing? The one I just bought.
Or I said I've never had a doughy loaf at 200. I
'Cause
suppose
our-
it's possible still, but
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing I was gonna say is every oven's gonna be different, every house is gonna be different, humidity, all the things, all of these variables, right? So, and our oven seems to be on the fritz.
yeah.
So we actually just bought an in-oven thermometer. Where'd that go? Do you know?
I didn't ever see that come in. It might still be in the car. I don't know. I was looking for it last night. I didn't see it, so.
Maybe Domino's.
The hanging thermometers.
Yeah, so it's an in-oven thermometer that you can put in the oven to see what your oven is actually registering at. Because our loaves lately are taking like a half an hour more
than they have
than they
in the
used to.
past.
So, but yeah, temperature. Go for
That
your
chocolate
temperature.
dough is looking pretty good. I like it. Oh, I wanted to put chocolate chips in there too.
Let's do it.
What do you think?
Bridget says, okay, signing off. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks again. Have to run.
Thanks, Bridget. It was
Baden
good to
says blueberries are
hear ya.
magic. Is that what he said? Yeah.
Blueberries are magic.
I think this will
He said magical.
Magical.
I've got a heart over it over here. I can't see it. So, are we going to measure with our heart?
Don't put them in now; they'll all fall to the bottom. I just want to put like 3 or 4 on top of each one, and they'll
As
sink
a
a
cup?
little.
Okay.
They'll sink a little bit while it cooks. If you want to.
Okay.
They still may end up on the bottom, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
they probably will. That's okay. That's it. So, we've got how long on that timer? Another minute and 27 seconds. 28.
That's on the original timer. Or
No,
did
I
you
added
just add
3 minutes.
You added 3 minutes.
These are overdone. Dang it.
Oh, we burned the
Yeah, she.
the eggs are burning.
So what's he burn?
She burned her pancakes.
Okay.
We didn't let it preheat properly.
And then
I
you turned it up.
switched. Well, no, I switched it to the double because I felt like it was. Anyway.
There's your pancakes. We're not going to show you that side.
Stop it.
You know, Natasha said that she appreciates that we show our failures.
Our failures, yes.
When
I
we
know.
burned that apple dumpling loaf and told everybody about it.
Yep.
Yep, we are not perfect bakers, but we are easy bakers. We have figured out how to do a whole bunch of easy recipes with all the benefits of sourdough. This is another one, you know. We've done a lot of recipes where we've taken my Grandma Roundy's family cookbook recipes and turned them into long fermented. Our most successful of which we now sell in our micro bakery to people who come here is her banana oatmeal chocolate chip cookies that we let long ferment for sometime almost not quite 24 hours before baking.
The banana bread was so.
The banana
But
bread
we haven't put it on there
was
yet.
absolutely stellar.
Your timer's
What else did we do? We did her apple dumplings.
Oh.
Were fantastic. Long fermented apple dumplings. And an apple dumpling loaf that we baked at the same time. So we took the thinly sliced apples and the butter and cinnamon, like cinnamon roll type filling, and put it inside of a loaf, and it turned out so amazing. So if you haven't yet, peruse back through some of our past live streams. They're not as polished and edited as our main videos, but there's a lot of really good recipes in there for you. So, do we check them?
I'm gonna. let him feed.
Still a little bit doughy.
Yeah, might put it back in for another minute or two. Try the wooden one. I feel like that might be different.
Look at that.
Yeah,
What do you think? Still a couple more minutes?
I don't know.
Those turned out pretty stellar.
Is there maybe a couple more minutes? Do a couple more minutes.
Look at that.
Good turn. Lila says, I'll get there eventually. Thank you. I have a gas stove. It's very humid here, 80%.
Yeah.
It's very dry here.
I can't
so
speak to how this
yeah.
would react in a gas stove, if that what kind of difference that would make. And definitely 80% humidity. It's 14% humidity here right now in the desert. So
Yeah. So
you're in a
that could
different
be a
world.
big-
You're in a different baking world that I am unfortunately unfamiliar
and your
with.
elevation
Yep.
will play a different or play a role in that too. So, and we're at 5,000 feet here.
55, yeah.
5,500.
5,500 feet right now.
So, Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Just waiting for those cupcakes now.
All right, so Rogue Bakers Unite portion of the call. This is where we're here. We kind of started this, but I didn't explain it if you're new. Every single week we come back, we do some kind of show like this where we're teaching you some recipe that we've learned over the week or wanted to teach for a while. And then we open it up to questions that you've had, like we've been answering here along the way. But just specifically now, any successes, things that you've baked. I know Bridget sent over, she just checked out, but she sent over some pictures of some stuff that she baked this week. We love seeing, people's successes, and we're, excited to share our own with you. So these muffins or cupcakes are one of our, I would say raging successes. These strawberry cupcakes coming out of the oven are about to be, fantastic. I can tell already they're going to be amazing unless we burn them. And then they would have been amazing if we hadn't burned them. So, no. She's mixing up a bowl of chocolates to go in these. I'm thinking we put a few on top of each one, and hopefully they don't sink all the way to the bottom before.
We could.
Could put them in halfway through or something.
Yeah.
I had the same thought. Because it is a really liquidy dough. I just think that they might drop all the way at the bottom. It'd be a nice crispy crust on the bottom, but
I might even do both. Go ahead and put some in the beginning and add it after.
Look at them
5
after
minutes.
5 minutes to see if they've dropped, or add some towards the very end to crisp up on top even.
Yeah, actually. That's your timer.
Timer. We're gonna call it. I think we call it.
Yeah, definitely.
They were very close last time.
Yeah. Kind of did the same thing as the chocolate one a little bit.
They did. You can see if you look at them how
Can't close it.
they raised up a little bit, and some of them shifted.
Put those over there.
Nowhere near as bad as the chocolate ones did last time,
It's still open.
but
It won't close. Let's close that in.
if we pop these out
Put 'em-
and put new stuff in, we can put the chocolates in now. Let's put them over here so they can see on the camera, eh?
I don't know how. Use the pan and.
The main camera so they can see
The
these.
audio cut out for a sec, but we're back now.
Can see these cupcakes here.
OBS is frozen.
Huh?
OBS is frozen, but it's still streaming. It won't cut. Okay, it cut.
We won't let you change cameras.
It wouldn't. It is.
Tis now.
It is. Can I eat them now?
They look pretty good, don't they?
Yep. How's that frosting?
We do need to make it frosting. Where'd your mom go?
Don't know.
Okay. I'm going to load this up again with the chocolate. Dear? What other questions do you guys have for us this week? Anything we can help you with? While I load up these chocolates. Let's see. Your elevation is 581 feet. Yeah, that's way lower than ours, for sure.
Sorry.
You gonna make that frosting?
Yes.
Get on it. I gotta make these chocolate ones.
Did you already see this?
Yeah, your elevation.
Yeah, 581. Yeah, very different. Elevation and humidity.
Yeah. Different world. Okay. So tell the folks the recipe for the frosting.
I'm gonna have to get on your computer or something because that's not in the notes.
It's in the description.
Oh, okay. If we didn't miss that one.
If I didn't mess that one up too.
Three-quarter cup butter, 8 teaspoons salt, 2.5 cups powdered sugar. Yeah, I think this is it. So. Uh-oh.
Little one.
No, I don't have enough room temp butter right now. That's in the microwave, can't fix. Okay. So the recipe for the frosting is 3/4 cup butter, room temperature, an 1/8 teaspoon salt, 1/8 teaspoon salt, 2.5 cups powdered sugar, 1/8 cup cream or milk plus more as needed, 1 teaspoon vanilla, adjust to taste, and then 1/2 cup powdered freeze-dried strawberries, which is the same thing that we did for the cupcakes, those freeze-dried strawberries. And then we've got a couple of the freeze-dried strawberries set aside to top them with. Okay, butter soft, I need 3/4 cup. Do I have a 1/4 cup in here? Nope. And you're using that.
3/4 cup
Butter.
butter.
Yep. That one's thicker than the strawberry one.
Yep. That's the idea.
We could have put white chocolate inside the strawberry. That would have been yummy.
Yeah, it woulda.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Chocolate ones are going in.
So should we do 15 like the strawberry ones?
Well, there's less water in these, so I would just set it to 12 again and see how it turns out.
Well, and it's preheated. The oven was not preheated
Right.
last time.
Some of the last one fell down and cooked inside there.
Okay, oven's open. Letting them in. Okay. Timer's on. said maybe I'll use more flour. You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I need that.
This?
This. So 3/4 cup butter, 1/8 teaspoon salt. You want to get me an 1/8 teaspoon? That's a quarter, so half of that.
Of salt?
Yeah.
Is it going in over there?
Yep. Just trying to use the rest of this one real quick. I think I'm on screen right here. Not that it really matters.
Got your salt.
Thank you.
Or are you putting the powdered stuff in there?
Not yet. I'm gonna, well,
Mix it up first.
that's what it said to do, but really I don't think it did anything. I'm gonna do a little bit more defrost on this.
Okay. Any other comment? Let's see. So, strawberry frosting recipe: 3/4 cup butter, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2.5 cups powdered sugar, 1/4 cup cream or milk, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1/2 cup powdered freeze-dried strawberries. Cool. And that was really good, like a really good whipped frosting last time.
Yeah, that's much better. That's the nice room temperature soft butter.
Let's see.
3/4 cup.
Comments? Where's the comment live chat thing? There we go. Did you set a timer?
Yes. On the phone.
Okay.
I think I kind of measured with my heart last time. Not really. I mean, you know, I had to get the butter smushed down in there. Yeah.
Yeah. When do we add the chocolate chips? We didn't. So when do we? Couple
What's
minutes.
the timer at?
Timer's at 9 minutes, so it's been almost 3. Should we go 2 more minutes?
Sure. What do they look like?
At 7:22, we'll do it, right? 5 minutes in.
Can you get me that whipper thing, the whisk or whatever it's called? The whisk for this? For my ribbon and stuff.
You still good, Tommy?
See, listening?
Thomas,
Alright.
are we still good? We had an alarm go off again.
I don't think it interrupts. It just might be annoying for them.
5 minutes in is when I'm gonna add the chocolate chips, making a joint executive decision that they would probably drop too far to the bottom if you put them in at the beginning.
Did you find the whiskey thing? For this?
Here you go, Whiskey Pete.
Ah, thanks. Is that what it's called? Is a whisk?
Yes. So we're coming up on 5 minutes.
Kind of loud.
Good.
Got salt into the first thing was probably a bad idea.
How much? Here. You want that over there? How much of this did you? You said half a cup?
It was approximately, I measured with my heart.
You're allowed to measure with your heart, but I'm not allowed to measure
I
with
wasn't
mine.
on camera. Okay.
We're coming up on 5 minutes in. I'm gonna take this out. Some of them are boiling over.
I wondered if they would. We need to, well, we can't really put a pan on it. Well, we could put it sitting on a pan. Should I get a pan to do that? Is this big enough to do anything?
Okay.
Or do you want to sit with it? And I'm mixing in the powdered sugar. It's 2.5 cups powdered sugar, and I'm just doing like a cup at a time. I'm gonna add in a cup, and then turn it on and let it mix for a minute, and then keep going. So that's 1 cup.
What do you think?
Great. One more. Skip on that one. Probably dropped in. So maybe it wasn't quite long enough. Have fun?
I don't think that pan's gonna do anything.
No? Yeah, it's like...
It's
not
gonna
really.
fall right over the edge of the pan if it falls out. But whatever.
Well, we could get the big cookie. Is it over there? The big cookie sheet? I think it's in the dining room.
Okay. Well, how much time we got left on here? 5 minutes, but I just had them out of there for 2 minutes. So we gotta add 2 minutes of out of the oven to add chocolate chips time. Did you put this in there yet? No?
No. I suppose you could have it now.
Already measurement. Not worth keeping. All right, we got our strawberry frosting going.
That was more than I did.
Chocolate. Muffins just went in. Strawberry muffins, as you can see on the little B-roll camera there, have just come out. They look stellar. And these what are they called? Silicone things are
Silicone.
mighty handy
Cupcake.
and pretty dang easy to clean even. So I would highly suggest getting you some of these instead of using paper ones constantly. Unless, of course, you're selling them or giving them away, then I guess the paper ones are better.
You can do parchment too. Have you seen those?
Yeah, that seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, but if you're selling them, then that's when I might consider that.
If we were selling cupcakes, we would just be
I'm gonna
buying
add a little
cupcake
bit
paper
extra.
paper things.
This is very dry looking, so I'm going to add like a tablespoon of butter.
Because I put in too much.
You added a little bit extra strawberry, which I think is fine. It's
raw
going to
barley.
be more flavorful, which is great. See if that's enough.
I measured with my heart
Like a little bit of milk.
on the strawberries.
Oh yeah, and you do milk. How much milk do you need?
Was that in the recipe? Milk?
Yes.
One
Can you turn that milk on?
Quarter.
quarter.
do it?
Does that say a
Oh,
quarter
yeah.
cup or half a
Right,
cup?
Yes.
Eighth of a cup of cream or milk.
Half a quarter cup.
And vanilla. Will you grab the vanilla?
We put vanilla in.
You put vanilla in this? You did? Okay, I didn't see you do that. No, turn it off.
I think I put vanilla in it. Didn't I?
That's good.
I don't think you put vanilla in there. I
We're
did not
talking
see
about
anything brown
vanilla.
go in there. Here, let me taste it. I'll tell you if there's vanilla in there.
Need a spatula fight. Get out of there.
Vaden says
Vanilla?
Vaden says you can't have too much vanilla. So whether I put vanilla in or
Do you have a
not,
teaspoon over there?
there's a 1 teaspoon teaspooner.
Got our sous chef over here giving the orders.
What's that?
So we've got our sous chef over here, our mini chef, tiny chef. That's right, it's tiny chef.
Except I'm bigger
Giving
than you.
orders. Leave it on low so the liquid's a little bit more gone, and then you turn it up higher to like medium 6 or 7, and then the inside will come out and mix. Where are we at? And this goes for a couple minutes. And that's what fluffs it.
I don't really like it fluffy.
I'm sorry. You like it dense and thick and sugary?
All right. Any more
Still like eating
comments? Live chat.
What?
Cupcakes, delicious. Yes, ma'am. There's like badges on here for who's number 1 and number 2 commenter. That's awesome. We only had 3 people commenting, but still. Okay, so you were right. I overfilled it. They're all exploding, overflowing. It's gonna be like extra awesome muffin tops. Timer
Yeah.
set another at least 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
3. Mix this all in one more time. It is going to have better flavor thanks to your extra strawberries.
You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome?
So the question is, how much strawberry was that, Kimball? It's like leaving a voicemail or something. Okay, I think it's done. Oh my gosh.
We are now using
The other one for
the
audio?
B-roll cam audio.
Oh my goodness. They have called 3 times. Do I answer it?
No.
Okay. You're using audio from the other one, Kimball.
Cool. So, is it working?
Is the audio?
Now.
Is
Cool.
my
Oh,
is the
people
other
can
camera
hear
still
us
working?
now again. What?
Yeah.
Look at these beautiful cupcakes.
It's a harvest host trying to request a stay for today.
Oh well.
Okay. I just want to let you know.
Stop touching it, Mom. Keep making it go black.
Oh, why would I do that?
Lila Gothard says you're back.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Actually, you're the welcome back, not that.
Welcomed back. We are back. Look at this.
I want one.
Beautiful cupcake with the frosting on it. Breaking it open. Oh, look at the inside of that.
Cool, now make me one.
It is a timer. Look at that. Ah, look at this cupcake.
They are not falling like the other ones did, but they might be done. Should we toothpick
I don't think
test?
they're done.
You don't think?
No.
Especially since you added chocolate chips, that might slow it down too.
Oh,
Good?
those are so good.
Better than last time?
Mmm.
Oh, you know what else would be yummy? Weird thought. Butter and then frosting.
Butter then frosting. Mmm.
Show them your butter all the things buttercup thing.
Mmm.
Because we like to butter all the things.
My
It
butter
looks
dish
black
says
to
butter
me,
all
Thomas.
the things.
What?
Well, that's good.
It's still. Oh, now it's back on. Wow, those are good.
Extra strawberry in the frosting. So good. Yeah, I don't think so. Bubbling in the middle. Yeah, no, they're very liquidy. Have to go too long.
Woohoo! Not gonna be
3 more minutes?
Yep.
Approved.
Tommy approved. Geek Squad approved. Oh, I just want to eat more. You want one?
Yeah.
Want to share one? These are good, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very yummy
Oh, the whipped
homemade
frosting.
cupcake
I don't like thick,
with an
like
absolutely
buttercream frosting. This is
delicious-
a light whipped frosting. And it's so good. I love it.
We were just talking over each other.
I know.
Maybe you should say that again.
My preference, I don't love the thick, typical frosting. This is a light whipped frosting, and it's super yummy, and I have a sad baby.
Yeah, it is not like you're not biting into this thinking it's overly sweet. If you recognize, compared to like a normal cake recipe, we put like half the sugar that you would normally put in this. And then it's a light whipped frosting instead of a dense heavy frosting. And the combination is just a delicious, soft, fluffy cupcake. You already had one? Now you're eating another one. Did I give you half of this one or just...
No, I took a bite.
I think I gave you half of this one.
I got a bite of both. Bubba's poopy, so I'm changing that. Not happy. Woo.
Wow, those are good. I think we're still back. Yeah? Hope so. Okay. A couple more minutes on the chocolate ones, and then we'll wrap things up. If you have any last questions or comments, or you want to leave any comments after the facts, if you're watching this later, we will come back and answer your questions, any questions you have about sourdough from the perspective of people who try to do everything as easy as possible, not all the complex rules everybody tells you to follow. Wow, those chocolate muffins do look pretty good. If we can just nail like the exact amount to put in the cup, right?
3/4.
Instead of overfilling it like I did, They're puffing up nice and big and tall like you would expect a good chocolate muffin to puff up. I think we took these strawberry ones out a minute or two too soon because the center's collapsing on them. So it probably would have stayed up more round and tall in the center if it had fully completed cooking on the inside. So make sure they've fully completed cooking and they won't collapse like that. Tommy approved.
Is that the timer?
It sure is. Should we check them again?
They are puffing up really nice. Wow.
Over an hour stream.
I just don't want them to collapse by taking them out too soon.
See how that looks super like getting this bubbling right there? I wonder, you might like how that one's so much smaller. They're gonna be good though.
Okay, I think we'll wrap it up. I don't know how much longer this is going to take. At least a few more minutes. And I don't want to just stand here and look pretty for a few more minutes. So I'm guessing we will wrap this up. We've got delicious strawberry cupcakes. Tommy, go take the B-roll, whatever. I want to show you this.
The cupcakes.
You made the B-roll the main one?
Yeah.
Look at how much those are rising up. They look amazing. They're just a little bit, you can see the liquidy in the middle. Some of the chocolate chips did stay towards the top on some of them, so yeah, those are going to be fantastic cupcakes. I'm excited.
And they didn't spill over.
And I just overfilled a couple of them. That's what you're looking at, the mess. So with that, time back to the main camera. With that, we will go ahead and wrap things up and tell you thanks for coming. And make sure to join back with us next week, same time, same place. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.